I don't think we're going to get a run of chaos. Pretty sure we'll escape that fate. You don't want to know how much I paid for these cards. It's not like I was just picking up the bargains, one per day. I just went out and bought them all at once, so I had to pay premium to get these. Here we go, people. No bullshit RNG tricks. We're just going to do a simple trade. Oh, and then I right click on it and then I peel off a card. What? I thought you got 10 decks. Okay. It's a stack of unknown divination cards. So when it says you get 10 stacked decks, a stacked deck is one card. A stacked deck is not a deck. Okay. So basically, I paid a little more than I should have. Wow, this card is really worthless. Anyway, we didn't predict that. Sire Shards. Well, I've already got a 6-link, so it's pretty useless. That's a 1 fuse item. If it's a perfect roll or near to perfect, it's a a 10 chaos item. So we'll put the worthless ones down here. What will this one be? Vaults of Aziri. Again, what's the map worth? A few chaos. This card might be worth a chaos, so I'll put it up here. 1 or 2 C for that. Oh yeah, we got Emperor's Luck, so I was right about that. So we'll have to trade that in, because that could be anything. Most likely something worthless. Life's Brig. 1 of 9. Worthless. Level 20 support gem. 1 of 9. Gems are worthless now, even level 20, so that's worthless. 3rd of Evolve Orb. This isn't looking good, folks. I'm not going to get my money back, I don't think. 3rd of Evolve Orb. Worthless. Nightmare Bassinet. Does that give you the unique one? I'm pretty sure it must, right? I can't even remember what that unique is. Oh, it's a random unique. So it's either Bringer of Rain or Devotos. And it's only a 5-card set, so Devotos is worth a little bit. If you get a Devotos, this card is worth about 5 chaos, so that's probably the best card yet. Here's the weapon one. Merciless, so that means it has a very high added flat physical damage roll, I think. I'm going to do a quick price check on that. A Merciless roll is actually pretty hard to get, and it's a high item level. Alright, so this is actually a pretty rare card. There's only 10 on the server, and they're mostly unpriced, but the ones that are up with the price are 10 to 15, so kind of same order of magnitude as this one, I guess. God, 2 left.
Woo! And it shall be leave on.
pretty unbelievable. Oh. Oh, and a lava. Oh, I should have thought of that. Okay, so we don't really know what that's worth yet. So we got a trade in this. Oh, it's only one card. I forgot. Alright, so in other words, this is actually, I'm gonna say, worth a chaos. So we'll put that there. Alright. Wow, so we got a brittle emperor, hey? So what did I pay for the cards? I paid about 25 chaos each. Right? And there were 9 of them. So I paid about 225 chaos, and actually I don't think I paid quite that much, because I think I had 200 chaos in my stash to start with, a bit over 200, or maybe I had some in my tab as well, my inventory. I didn't pay less than 20 for any of them. They were all between 20 and 30. So yeah, I would have paid 25 each on average, definitely. So 225 chaos, and an X right now is worth at least 82. So I paid 2.7, call it 2.75x, and I got 2x for this if I, sell it cheap, and say 10c for this, say 5c for that. Well, let's say I get 15c for this and 5 or 6 for this. This is a quarter. So that's, these two together are about a quarter of an exalted. Alright, so 2.25 exalteds, and we paid 2.75. I think we were extremely lucky. Extremely lucky. This isn't how I thought the deck worked. I thought that you didn't get 10 random cards. I thought you got 10 random decks, which means I would have got a full deck of these. I can't believe how bad value this is. Why are people asking 20 to 30 chaos? Oh, wow. I mean, can you imagine if this was just a carrying crow? I mean, people are selling these as if the average card value is, 30 chaos. Average card value is maybe 2 chaos. I don't know, it depends how the RNG works for this this process. If you're just getting a random card that isn't weighted for its drop rate, then you're going to get more brittle emperors through this deck than you would think. Just looking at the RNG. But this is the problem, right? Some of the really bad cards don't drop that often. Let's talk about the common, or the drop rate of these cards. This one is obviously the rarest. I don't think this is that rare, but we'll say it's sort of semi-rare. This one is not that rare, but it's not common. This is common as hell. This one is not common as hell, but it's not rare. So towards the right, I'm putting the more common cards. This is common as hell. I've seen a few of these, but not many. So, kind of like this one. I think that's also not super common, but not super rare. That's fairly common, I think. And I think that's sort of around here. So 7 of 10 cards were very common ones. 1 was super rare, and 2 were, you know, somewhat rare. I'm not sure. This kind of suggests to me there's a higher likelihood of getting a good card through this process than you would think. I think it's not weighted the same as the drop rate. Otherwise, this would just be an insane coincidence. You know, I've done so many vol kills, not as much as some other people, but yeah, I've done almost 300 vol kills. I would have done at least 200 last league, and I'm always doing quite a few, and I've never found one of these ever. So from vol, so pretty amazing. Well, I've got to sell these now, I guess. I might just check the price in standard of this card, because I don't really need the money in this league. Yeah, it's the same. It's 2.2x in standard, so you could argue that I got back 2.5x after spending nearly 3. So I don't know. I'd love to do this again. I think that would be interesting. I might I might sell this and do it again. I'm not sure. The problem is I only need bad RNG and I won't be able to keep going. Like I only need bad RNG once. You know, even if I got 5 of these like pretty good cards, 5 or 6, it wouldn't at all pay for the exercise. You need to find at least one of these, or a headhunter card, the Fiend, the Doctor, or the Exalted Orb card, or God forbid the Mirror Orb, or the Mirror card. Yeah, I'm actually pretty psyched. I didn't expect to get one of these. I thought this was going to be a hilariously I don't know, defeating experience. To get these cards pretty good.